As Coach said, my name is Michael Susi. I did play here, graduated in 1996. But real quick about what makes me qualified to stand here in front of you today and to speak to you on the topic that I'm going to speak to you on. I am a certified strength and conditioning specialist, as well as a certified personal trainer and exercise coach. Currently, I operate my own website called susifit.com, where I put together fitness plans and nutrition recommendations to individuals. Some like yourselves, high school athletes, some older people, working professionals. So that's me. Nice to meet you. Let me ask you all a question. Why are you here? Why did you all come to this camp? To get better. That's exactly the answer I'm looking for. You came here to get better. All your coaches brought you here for you to get better. All of Lebanon Valley coaches that are helping out are here to help you get better. And I'm here to help you get better too. But I'm here not just to help you get better at football. I'm here to help you get better at football, at school, in your relationships with your parents, your siblings, your teachers, your girlfriends, your boyfriends, whatever the case may be. I am going to make you better by helping you, stay with me, I'm going to help you get better by helping you to better understand something, one thing. And this one thing is going to affect all three areas of your life that I just spoke about. It's going to affect your body, it's going to affect your mind, it's going to affect your mood. That one thing is sugar. Now you may say, that's crazy. How is sugar affecting all those areas of my life? Can't be. Well, it is. And here's how. Food is our life force. It is what supplies us with energy. It rebuilds our cells after a hard day's work. It gives us the energy to be able to think. You require a lot of life force. You are athletes. You are students. You're trying to accomplish things in your life. You work your bodies hard. You work your minds hard. If you want to separate yourself from the pack, earn a starting spot, dominate your league, play at the next level, get better grades, you cannot afford to eat something that does not give you life. More importantly, you cannot afford to eat something that actually takes life from you. And that's what sugar does. I have another question for you. Multiple choice. Practice for your SATs. Which of the following highly addictive substances is the end product of the purification process of a natural plant? Is it A, cocaine, B, heroin, C, sugar, or D, all of the above? It's D. It's all of the above. Let's not get too distracted. All of those substances start as a natural plant that is processed, stripped of every single nutrient, and purified into one singular thing, and that when it's ingested, it stimulates the brain's pleasure center, and that is the root of addiction. This controls your mood, it controls your behavior, it controls your food decisions. There are 2 points that I just mentioned that I want to reiterate because they are the foundation of what I want to get across to you tonight. The first is the stripping of nutrients. Sugar exists naturally, and it's fine when you consume it naturally, like in an apple or in strawberries. The problem is, Americans average 2.5 pounds of processed man-made sugar a week. A week. When you consume this sugar, it has nothing of life in it. You are required to provide the life. So when you ingest this sugar, your body, because it has no vitamins in it or minerals or macronutrients, there's no fiber, there's no fat, there's no protein, your body has to take those things that are already in existence in you, take them away from what they're supposed to be doing, helping you function, to help you metabolize this sugar. So it actually takes your life from you. Do you know what element is stolen the most when you consume sugar? Calcium. That's why people get bad teeth when they eat too much sugar. But more importantly for you, calcium is the one element that must be present in your muscles if you want your muscles to contract. So how is drinking a can of Pepsi making you a better football player when it's stripping you of calcium? How is eating a Pop-Tart making you a better football player? It's not. Do you know what vitamin is stolen the most when you consume sugar? Vitamin B. Good guess. Vitamin B is our brain food. It's what powers our thought. It allows us to concentrate and to think. So when you have a Red Bull, how is that helping you remember your assignment? Or when you have a bowl of Frosted Flakes, how is that helping you get better grades? It isn't. It's taking from you. Point number 2 that I want you to remember is addiction. As I stated earlier, 2.5 pounds of sugar a week are consumed by the average American. And that's all of us. I guarantee you, the majority of you are in that ballpark. The reason that sugar consumption is so high is that an addiction to sugar drives your food decisions. So when you're hungry and your pleasure center is saying, hey, give me more of that stuff you just gave me, you go for sugar. You go grab a Snickers bar. You don't get an apple. You feel run down, you're irritable, everyone's on your nerves. You have a sugary product and you feel better. That's how drug addicts do it too. Now I understand that the severity of those drugs and sugar are a little bit different, but the end result is the same. You are not in control. You are robbing yourself of the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients you need to take care of yourself. You cannot afford to do that. You're athletes, you're students, you're trying to accomplish things. You cannot afford to put things into your body that do not help you. Now, you can all make the conscious decision of whether you're going to do cocaine or heroin. Unfortunately, sugar sometimes sneaks up on us because it's in so many products. It's everywhere. And a lot of times, the way you eat in the cafeteria, whether it be here or at school, you just eat what's served. It is your responsibility to take it upon yourself to find out what is in the food you are eating. Now, it may be impossible to be that 100% of the time, so an 80-20 rule is applicable. 80% of the time, make sure you know what you're putting in your body and that it is good for you, meaning it has no processed sugar. It is your obligation to yourself. It is why you are here, is to get better. Now, I'm not sure if everyone brought their little charts with them today, but if you did, I'm going to explain this so you can make use of it. Now, the vast majority of high school students don't buy their own food, so I also encourage you to share this information with your parents, whoever buys food for you. You need them to help you. So, how to read this chart. If you're on the front where you see the SusiFit.com at the top, you find your weight on the left-hand side, and to the right of that is a range of sugar in grams. The number on the left is the maximum amount of sugar you should have on a day that you don't really do anything. Rest day, no practice, maybe you go to school, you hang out with your friends. That's the maximum amount of sugar you should intake on that day. The number to the right is the maximum amount of sugar you should intake if you go through 2 hours of intense exercise. So that's how you read that chart. And these are guidelines, but this is the ballpark you should be in. Turn it over on the back and you'll see a list of foods that are consumed in large quantities. Take a look at all the sugar that's in those. The first thing I want to point out is on the top left-hand side, the foods that have an asterisk. These all contain sugar, but they are from a whole, unprocessed natural source. They contain all those vitamins and minerals, fiber, and other macronutrients that you need that your body doesn't have to steal from itself when you eat processed sugar. For example, if you're a 200-pound person and it's an off day, your maximum sugar intake should be 72 grams.